Hi everybody, welcome to Sprague Woodturning. My name's Jim. So this week I actually missed St. Patrick's Day. I wanted to do a video for St. Patrick's Day, but anyway, I missed it. But I happen to be doing a pepper mill and resin video, and so I had to pour some green resin, and this is on the very top of the pepper mill container, and it's made out of plastic, so the edges look like natural clover edges, and the pattern that's in there looks like a 4-leaf clover. So I'm just going to reveal this a little bit to make it more defined. And what I want to do is take this, mount it in the very base of this cherry bowl that's been kiln dried, and around the 4-leaf clover I want to put some gold resin, and I want to put some gold and green resin around the rim as well. And as you can see, this piece of cherry is really dried out. So these have been through my fridge kilns and they are ready to go. So anyway, that's what we're going to do in this video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And of course, anytime that thumbs up happens, it certainly helps the channel as well. So what I'm going to do is just get a glue block on the bottom of this, get it over the lathe, get it trimmed up, and then we will go from there. So there's our little 4-leaf clover. And I've ground off both sides. I did buff this with tripling. I wanted to make sure that was all gone. If there's any traces of buffing powder. Anyway, or buffing compound. I'm just going to use some thin CA glue. And this is the stuff from Starbond. And of course the accelerator. And I'm just going to spray it on the bottom of this and set it in place. Then we will mix up some resin. Pro Series from Designer Epoxy. Alright, so I decided to abandon this idea and go with this idea. The only issue is it wants to unwind when you go forward. So when you use reverse, it works just fine. This little thing, it just doesn't have the power. So don't waste your money. So I'm just going to divide this up. The rim is mostly going to be green with some gold in it. And I just need enough gold to do down in here and just put a little bit in the rim to kind of mix it in a bit. I want the color to be quite strong. I think I'll give it a little bit more. I don't want to be able to see the wood on the side, so I want to make sure that it's a good solid color. Maybe way too much, but I'd sooner have it that way. Yeah, the drill works way better. I don't know. There's two other attachments in that kit. Maybe it's worthwhile getting just for them. Okay, I'm assuming that by now you've noticed that there's no finish on our bowl. The reason for that is I'm going to have to get in here and do some tooling. I just went ahead and sanded things so that we can get an even edge all around the inside and the outside. I'm hoping that the resin's not going to weep through. This is cherry, it's closed grain, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. But if it is, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Of course, liquid will always find level, so I could tell that it wasn't good. So what I'm going to do is fill this quite a bit, and then I'll move it into the pressure pot and finish it off. I'm just going to really try and be careful here and not get any runs. Quite a striking color against that cherry. I like it. All right, let's get this moved into the pressure pot and finish this off. All right, that gets pretty level. Alright, so it is the next day and we're out of the pressure pot, as you can see. We've had a couple of runs here. I guess we're going to find out actually how hard it's going to be to sand this resin away, and hopefully it doesn't leave us any staining. The gold looks like it's, for the most part, has disappeared. I can still see hints of it in here and there. And hopefully this, let some green come down in here. Hopefully this isn't going to be an issue. See that or not? Very hard. See it? So hopefully that's just sitting on the surface and it's not incorporated in the gold. If it is, well, it's not really that big of a deal, I guess. And I should also mention that we did get some staining through the end grain as well. Anyway, let's clean this up and see what we're looking at. All right, so this is actually quite soft, and I don't think it's soft from sanding. I only gave this about 12 hours to dry, which is not enough. It should have been 24. So what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of clear resin in here and throw this back in the pressure pot, and hopefully it fixes this up. All right, we are finally ready to get back to this thing. All right, so I just wanted to show you this. This is actually, there's a little ghost line from that pour that I did, but it actually defines the center of the clover. So I'm just going to leave it. I don't want this to get any thinner because if it does, we might be in some trouble. So anyway, this has been a couple of days actually waiting for it to dry, and the bowl has actually gone out of warp pretty bad in my clean room where the heat's been on. Anyway, I'm just going to keep sanding this to 800, and then we'll be back for the first coat of finish. All right, so for the most part, it has gone away, and I think once the finish goes on, it will go away even further. All right, so we're going to be going with the Mohawk Salad Bowl finish. So anyway, I'm hoping to second coat this later on today. All right, well, this is the second coat of Mohawk Salad Bowl finish. Again, this was sitting above the heater in my clean room, so the finish is nice and warm. The bowl has been warmed up from the 4.0 steel wool. And everything looks like it's flowed fairly nicely. Hopefully this is it, because I'm running out of time. I gotta get this thing uploaded. Looks pretty good. We'll know for sure tomorrow. So anyway, when I've got leftover finish, I just dump it back into the bag. I squeeze the bag, all the air comes out, hopefully. Sometimes you have to work it to get the air out. That way you just squeeze it till it comes all the way up to the top. There you go. There's no air at all in here, so the finish can't cure. Stop loss bags. Get them. Okay, well that's it for the video. Bring you in for a last little look here. Of course, this is cherry with designer epoxy green and gold pigmented resin. Still need one more coat of finish on the bottom. The rest of the finish on the outside is fantastic. I did see some little dust bits in here, so I'm going to redo that, and then this will be ready. And actually, I had a customer yesterday buying other bowls, and they seen this, fell in love with it, so it is now sold as well. So that's great. Right in the center, it's a little almost clear, and I don't really know. That might have been further down in that little casting of resin. Regardless, it almost kind of defines like a heart section in a tree, or the pith in a tree, if you will. Little bit of bleed with the green resin right here. Again, it's not really that big of a deal. I don't see a lot of gold in the rim. I think the only place you actually see it is where there's kind of lines within the resin. Again, this is so shiny, it's hard to take video of. But it's very, very faint, but it is there. Overall, I think it's a pretty neat project for the resin to come up with that 4-leaf clover pattern on its own. I thought was really cool. That was not done by me. That was the resin just doing it itself. And yeah, let me know in the description down below what you think about it. Again, the Mohawk sellable finish, getting better. The 4-0 steel wool seems to be maybe the answer to that. So again, I'm going to still keep working with that and to get that figured out for you guys. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget about the discount codes in the description down below to sandpaper.ca, Starbond Adhesives, and of course Designer Epoxy. Another great project by Designer Epoxy. And on Friday I'm going to put up a video where I make pepper mills with all kinds of different resins and with cherry burl. Some of them look really cool, so make sure you come back for that on Friday. Till then, take care, stay safe, don't forget that bell, and anytime you can hit my videos with a thumbs up, that certainly will help out the channel as well. See you Friday.